Graphic novel Unlucky Number 13 is Marianne's bad luck mystery. The back cover shows she's just fallen out of her giant bed. Her bed has 3 large pillows. Why does she need such a large bed? The cover asks, what else could possibly go wrong? Well, the Babysitters Club series could end with Marianne's house burning to the ground, forcing her to move out of state. That would be worse than falling out of a bed made for 3 people.
Argo Flump Book Review, Argo Flump Book Review.
Marianne and her friends are having a fun lunch at school when they overhear 2 mean girls named Grace Bloom and Cookie Mason. Cookie and Grace make mean comments about how the babysitters aren't as cool as they think. Marianne is so mad, she marches right up to them. She publicly humiliates the mean girls with a stern lecture on how running a business is cool and they will never get jobs with that attitude. I'm glad Marianne is standing up for herself, but where is this coming from? Normally, Marianne hates confrontation. In her last graphic novel, she was so afraid of crowds, she ran away crying because people sang happy birthday to her. But here she doesn't seem to mind the entire school is watching her. Continuity! Later that day, Marianne gets a letter in the mail. She's disappointed when it turns out to be a chain letter. It says, you must forward this letter to 20 people or else you'll get bad luck. The younger club members are a little worried, but Marianne is sure this letter is spam. She has no problems throwing it away in the garbage. Marianne, you fool! Marianne is cursed with bad luck! The next day, she falls out of her giant bed. Her cat doesn't want to be petted, and she spills juice on her dress. She leaves her homework at home. She forgets about a babysitting job, and her locker gets stuck. Worst of all, her boyfriend is not understanding enough when she complains about what happened. Logan, how could you be so heartless? Marianne gets a necklace in the mail. It comes with a message with letters cut out of magazines. It says the necklace is a bad luck charm, and Marianne has to wear it, or else. I can't be the only one who's confused by this. Why would Marianne wear a bad luck necklace? That would just give her more bad luck. There are 2 chapters where the babysitters get books about magic from the library. All the spells require ingredients that the girls don't have, like ox hair, or sea snakes, or a strong sense of skepticism. There are also 2 babysitting chapters where things go badly with Jackie Radowski and the Pikes. Those families are usually wild and accident-prone, so it's hard to tell if they're experiencing bad luck or if this is just par for the course. In a 3rd babysitting chapter, Jesse babysits Jamie Newton. Jamie's afraid of Halloween. Jesse helps banish his fears by reading him a nice book about a friendly ghost. For Halloween, Logan and Marianne dress up as characters from Cats. I've read enough Marianne books to know she would not dress up as a generic gray cat. She would insist on being a particular character from the musical. Probably Grisabella. Also, there is no way she would let her boyfriend dress up as the Orange Cat villain. That's the sort of thing which would make her very upset. They go to a Halloween dance together. At first, Marianne is uncomfortable with the large crowd, but she ends up having a lot of fun. The only bad moment is when Cookie makes a smart aleck remark about her bad luck charm. Marianne gets another creepy letter telling the club members to visit Old Hickory's gravestone at midnight. Dawn tells the scary story of how Old Hickory became an angry ghost. Christy plans a slumber party as a cover for their graveyard trip. She warns the girls to tell no one. Marianne is so scared during Halloween, she starts to annoy her dad. She asks him about the bad luck charm. He tells her it's not a bad luck charm. It's a mustard seed necklace, which represents faith. Marianne realizes Cookie is the one who sent her the necklace, since Cookie commented on it at the dance. The babysitters decide to beat Cookie at her own game. They go to the graveyard and they prepare a fake haunting with spooky noises, ghosts, and cute animal masks. I don't understand the cute animal masks. Those are not scary. Here's a picture of Marianne looking deadly serious, but she's wearing a silly duck mask, so I can't take it seriously. When Cookie and her friends arrive, the babysitters scare them. The mean girls are forced to admit they made up the bad luck charm as a prank to get revenge on Marianne for humiliating them at school. Also, Grace kind of has a crush on Logan. She was hoping to make Marianne look bad in front of him. Grace's plan fails completely because Logan saw the whole thing. He says the pranks wouldn't have made a difference. Marianne is still his girl. Look, Logan isn't afraid of ghosts, but he is afraid of saying the word girlfriend. Okay? The babysitters celebrate with a pizza party. They don't care about bad luck anymore. Not even when Marianne breaks a mirror. The end. Post-book follow-up. As Jesse points out, the mystery is unsolved. We never learn who sent the original chain letter. For a brief moment, the girls are scared, but they decide not to pursue that angle because it's the end of the book. So there's not enough time to resolve that storyline. I don't want to be a book review snob, but I don't think this graphic novel counts as a mystery. The girls never try to find out who sent the necklace. It's more like a scary story, where the girls scare themselves silly. The spooky angle is okay, but it could be much scarier. The big finale should have looked like a scene from a Goosebumps graphic novel. It's midnight in a graveyard, there should be shadows and scares everywhere, and pictures of the full moon that readers were promised. Instead, the graveyard looks like a fairly normal place, just with muted colors. This novel introduces new artist Cynthia Chang, who does an okay job. She's less detailed than some of the previous artists, and I think she draws smaller pupils than the others. I liked her pictures of the girls imagining things, those were all great, and I liked seeing all the Halloween costumes in the crowd scenes. I thought the middle of the book dragged. The babysitting chapters didn't interest me, and the 2 chapters of library book research had no effect on the plot. I also thought there were too many scenes where the girls list every single bad thing that happened to them. I guess it's about a third of the book that I didn't like so much, while the rest is fine. Fans of the graphic novel series will probably enjoy this spooky yet silly adventure. I liked it, but I wish it was more spooky. The scene of Marianne confronting the mean girls in Chapter 1 is unique to the graphic novel. I thought that was an improvement. It sets up the conflict, it gives the villains more motivation. I wish the entire story had received more improvements like that. I give Babysitter's Club graphic novel number 13, Marianne's Bad Luck Mystery, a 7 out of 10.